Hello my lovelies, let's play. I've got a spare half hour. I've got my little timer here and I'm going to start it and let's see what we can create. I'm going to put this in my drawer because last time I jumped out of my skin when the darn thing went off. It was so loud. So let's see if I can tone it down a little bit by putting it in my drawer. Now I've gone through my 12 by 12 scraps. And these aren't necessarily 12 by 12, but they originated from that. Some of them are 12 inches long, 6 inches wide, 2 inches wide, 4 inches wide, whatever. Let's see what we can create with this lot though. I've got a little piece of fabric. I found another one laying on my desk, so I thought, right, we'll use that one too. Some barcode, really big one. It was quite wonderful. Lots and lots of bits of paper. Oh, I must have dumped a stamp pad on that. That looks rather impressive. Let's do that. Let's use this bit first. What can we use it for? It's got a tear there. Okay. All right. Come on. I need some feedback here. What am I going to do with it? Let's first start by cutting this bit off here. We could turn it into a little notepad. How does that feel? Because I was just thinking I could get my cutter out and do it properly, because that was just a rough cut. And we have the front already. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make us a little notepad. And my little mini stapler isn't quite long enough to go from here to there. So we might stitch it in. That feels rather good actually. Okay. Now we need some lined paper. Exercise book. Come on, baby. Yep, 2 sheets will do because we're going to fold them. Needs to be as long as this. Get your act together, Ruth. You'll soon know that the half hour's gone very quickly and haven't achieved a thing. That looks good. Bring the colour back in so I make sure it's straight. And let's take it to one line beyond or under this so that we've got a little bit of a space. And how wide is this? It's 3. So, all right, we're going to have to fold this because it's not going to go. Now let's hope and pray that my cutter will go through all of this paper. Here goes. A tad under the 3. Okay, it did it. Woohoo! And we've got extra bits there for the backs of cards. Let's fold it this way and do the cutty cut down the middle. Now we can put them together that way in the middle. It's coming together, honestly it is. It's going to work. Whoopsie. Now fold it in halves. Get a couple of clips. Top. One bottom. And yes, they're little dog bones. Aren't they gorgeous? I can't remember where I got them from. I wish I could. It would be wonderful. Now, I've got my thin needle there and I've got my pokey tool. Let's do the 3-hole pamphlet. 1, 2, same distance from that end. Eyeball it. Okay, let's get the thread. This is vintage. God, I don't know how long I've had this. Nylon sewing thread, 40 metric or 500 meters. I don't know. 40 is the size of the thread, I think. But it's lovely and strong. That's absolutely more than I need, but that's okay. I would rather have more in these circumstances than not having enough. Okay, threading the needle, finding the other end. Gotcha. And she drops it. Yeah, more than enough. I can be generous with this knot and make it a long tail, because I'm going to come in from the outside this time round. Right, through the middle, up to one side. Turn it over, go down to the other end. Gentle tug to make it nice and firm. And out through the middle. Take these out. Oopsie. Well, that wasn't very coordinated, was it? Oh, and I got lucky. Both tails are either side of the center. Just tie a knot in this so that I don't lose the needle again. I didn't lose it in the first place, but I don't want to lose it. Oh, my fingers. All right, I'm going to have to trust that you're not going to lose yourself in that little pin cushion. Let's tie these off. Yeah, she says, let's tie them off. Excuse me reaching. I need some assistance. Come on. Oh, I didn't go through the second one. Oh, where there's a will, there's a way, and I've got plenty of will, but I just have to find the way. Give it a really good strong pull. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut a little bit off here. All right, let's turn over the sheet so that we have a white work area. Okay, I like that, but it needs something else on top of it. It needs some lace or a little envelope. I still have these sitting on my desk, so let's see which one we can put in here. That one's not too bad. I like the one with the little gold trim on it though. This is the only one I've done with the gold trim. I like that. I really do. Let's get some more lace on there though. First up, I think I'm going to go over that with black so that it stands out like a feature. Where's my Sharpie? Not ruling. Yeah, not too bad. It gives us play space. Now, lace, I think. Oh, we could do black and white. Yes. Now, down the bottom or up the top? I like the top actually. Okay, let's chop some of this off. Up the top. And that could come there. Or would it look better down the bottom? Top. But top. Blue. Okay, top. These flowers, equal distance. I'm just wondering if my head's going under that camera. One can hope not. It looks like my scissors have given up. It's not quite the case. It's just that I'm holding them at an angle which is weird for cutting. Oops. Now I can either put that envelope there or I can save myself some depth by putting some sunflower stickers on. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so let's do that. I could put the butterfly one. Oh, the butterfly one would look lovely. Would it not? Now that's not going to go back up, so let's just do one thing at a time here, folks. One flutterby in place. Oh, crunch the light, belt things around. Okay, that's good. Now, where's this other little piece? Don't want that, so that can go in there. I think I want the big one, the single one. And put that in there. I want it with the leaf side up. Come on. Thank you. That side up. That looks nice. Yeah, I do like that lace up the top. It looks so much better. Now I've got some black bows, but they're over the other side of the room. So I'll leave those little bits there to start with. And then I'll put a black bow up there off camera. Okay, so I need to crunch the corners. And we've got 12 minutes left. Oh. It decided it was going to empty itself all over my table. This one does that. It doesn't stay closed here for some reason. It wants to pop open. I don't know what the problem is there. I've got no idea. All right, let's crunch. Oh, take that little piece off because it's sticking out the edge. Let's crunch some corners. Should have done this before, but just didn't think of it. Let's see how good this is. What it do? Oh, it does. Thin pages. That's kind of cool. And now the back pages. Okay, now let's use a back of one of these sheets. Oh, that will do. Because I've got my little note stamp here. Oh, look, I've got some of that pretty there too. Okay. And some black, that's brown. That'd be right. Stinker thing, double-sided tape. It's been out in the air too long. That part has dried out, so a little bit of tape. Let's close that up so that I don't stick stuff in it. My dexterity is letting me down today. I'm so sorry. Okay. That will not go anywhere now. Clean that little bit off because we don't need that imprinting anywhere. One will be enough. Cool bananas. Now, little ruler. Pencil would do good. This one. Now, is it going to be too big? Just a little. Now, we don't want the flag that long. Excuse me. Where you going? Now let's put the double-sided tape on this and use that as a little guide to trim that surplus off. Yeah. Okay. Trim a little bit off here. And a little bit off here. Take the double-sided stick bit off there because we don't need that on, but we need to make a little flag, so is that in the middle? It's close enough. Yeah. Okay, let's get some black around the edge of this. Doesn't need to be great big thick bits, but when you're working down in an area like that, it sometimes just takes over and does its own thing. Getting the tape off the back is always a challenge. If you use the tools that you got, it's not so hard. Okay, one little notepad. A little bit of black around the edge here. Just to give it a little bit of a finish. And this is now ready to pop into, once I put the little black ribbon on, This is ready to pop into a journal in a pocket and can be used. So that's kind of cool. So half an hour and I've done that bit. How much time have I got left? I've got 4 minutes. Good gracious me. It's taken me 25 minutes to do that. That's unreal. I don't normally take that long to do these. No, 5-10 minutes and I'm done, but things go astray. And I do love that green corner. That just really does finish that off, doesn't it? I think it's lovely. And that could be used for, well, men don't like a lot of lace, but you never know. You could put that into a masculine journal. I'm thinking so anyway. All right, let's pack this bit up and get started on something different. Okay, that's one thing done. All right, I've got this bright orange paper. Don't know what side I'm going to use yet. Don't know what we're going to do with it. Quick cut. Now I've got some strips here. Maybe we can make a big journaling card. I say big, 4 inches wide by about 5. What do you reckon? Okay, let's just start sticking things on here. I'm going to use some double-sided tape because it's a little bit quicker. Because my drawer is going to scream at me in a minute. I'd like to get a little bit more than one thing done. Okay. Now out of that one piece, I'm going to get 3 strips, and I like that idea. I could tear them, which would look quite dramatic, but I'm just cutting them roughly because it's going to achieve the same thing. Okay, so we've got 1 multicolour and 1 and 2 plains. So let's stick these on. Use the tools God gave you, Ruth, which are not working real well, so we have to use man-made tools. Okay, now we'll put that one there. Do you know what would look really good is to cut shape out using the die cutting machine. That might be something I can do without the camera because the distance is too high for the Cuttlebug. You don't need to see just the top of the Cuttlebug. All right, haphazard lines, haphazard spaces, like it. Let's get some green on. Oh, hang on, there's this checked one. Let's put that in the middle there. Okay, so what I'm doing is just sort of hit me. What I'm doing is setting up some papers ready to die cut. I've got the stripes. I've got this checker piece. So what I will do is set this up, cut it out. Oh, how polite is that? I like it. 30 minutes is up, loves. So I'm just going to put this on here. Complete waste of, no, it's not wasting tape, but it's just overuse of tape. And I will come back in another video and show you what I've created using the die cutting machine, because I might be able to get some lovely shaped tags rather than just doing the plain old rectangle ones and square ones. Let's get something different going in here. All right, that's it for this playtime, folks. I've got to pack up and go and get some lunch, I think, and a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Cup of tea sounds good. Okay, with that, my darlings, I will catch up with you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.